one of the reasons why we want a well-educated youth is so that the future generation of workers in this country are uniformly educated. It's the basic functionalities of the things they need to understand and know in order to enter the workforce: reading, writing, arithmetic, things of that nature. And I don't know about the future members of the workforce coming out of Oklahoma, considering what Oklahoma is doing to their education system. Listen to what they're now teaching in Oklahoma.
Hey, so did you guys hear that in Oklahoma, they just released a new social studies curriculum that includes studying the 2020 election for fraud? They are literally going to be teaching our children that the election was stolen from Trump. They are going to have them studying data sets that have already been disproven, graphs that have already been proven as misinformation, conversations about how mail-in voting is insecure, which once again is so disproven over and over and over again. It's not a fact. They're going to be teaching our children this as a fact. And they're doing it because they say they want to keep them open-minded and thinking for themselves and free from liberal brainwashing. I'm sorry, but the irony of them literally brainwashing their children with propaganda after screaming at the top of their lungs for years about the liberal agenda, they're brainwashing our children with their genders, and now they're doing this shit? No, they better never say that shit to me again.
And she's right. Oklahoma wants to teach kids Trump's false version of the 2020 election, where he was cheated out of victory. The Oklahoma Superintendent of Public Instruction, Ryan Walters, announced a new education policy for the state on Thursday, which includes the allegation that there were discrepancies in the 2020 election, which President Donald Trump baselessly claims was stolen from him. The new academic standards for social studies for the coming school year state that students should, quote, identify discrepancies in 2020 elections results by looking at graphs and other information, including the sudden halting of ballot counting in select cities and key battleground states, the security risks of mail-in balloting, sudden batch dumps, an unforeseen record number of voters, and the unprecedented contradiction of bellwether county trends. This comes after the Oklahoma Senate declined to take action on a resolution that would reject the election denial language in the social studies standards, the Oklahoman noted earlier this week. 3 new board members of the Oklahoma State Board of Education have said that Walters has been dishonest by making late changes to the standards without telling them or the public, and by saying that the standards had to be approved during a meeting in late February when they could have been put forward to the legislature for approval this week. The 2020 election was not stolen. There is no evidence to suggest that it was stolen. The graphs and information that they are using are all debunked information. There were no discrepancies. Mail-in voting is secure. And this is an attempt to literally rewrite history and teach the next generation of American citizens that Donald Trump was cheated out of victory by a stolen election in 2020. I can tell you right now, in 20 to 30 years, hiring people out of Oklahoma isn't going to be worth a shit.